Mr. Morris, I'd like to talk a little bit about the text inviting you to the party. Now, why do you say that it indicated Miss Selby was still into you?
Because of how it was put. All flirty with 3 kisses. Just the same as when we were going out.
You are aware that it was a group text, identical to the one she sent to multiple people that night. Now, I'd like to discuss Miss Selby's flirting at the party. Now, isn't it possible that you just misread the signals? That what you perceived as flirting was nothing more than a young woman enjoying herself, having fun with her friends? Perhaps you were upset.
Of what?
About the fact Miss Selby had rejected you. Is that why you kept on drinking?
No, everyone was drinking.
What gave the impression that Miss Selby wanted you to sleep over?
Well, because she was fine with me being there.
Gemma, I'm freezing. Can you budge up?
Fine, just quiet.
We'd slept in the same bed loads before, so I just climbed up on the sofa bed. We kissed.
You kissed her.
Yeah.
Did she kiss you back?
I don't know, I can't remember.
Did she say anything?
She didn't say anything like stop or anything.
But she didn't do anything to indicate that she wanted you to continue.
She would definitely have said if she wasn't into it.
What happened after that?
So like, we moved on.
You moved to get on top of her.
Yeah.
Did she say anything?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. She wasn't upset or anything. It was all fine. She was into it.
Really, Mr. Morris? And if she didn't say anything, didn't respond, how do you know she wanted you to continue?
Because I was there. I could tell.
How? Mr. Morris, weren't you still drunk at this point?
Yeah, but not so much so that... How could I make her? It was her mouth. She was the one doing it. No, she would have stopped.
Mr. Morris, one more thing. You claim that throughout the evening, Miss Selby gave a strong indication that she was still interested in you. You also claim the sexual act performed was entirely consensual, and that at no point, either during or after, did you have any reason to think what occurred was against Miss Selby's wishes. You knew full well that Miss Selby did not give her consent. But you carried on with that sexual act just to please yourself, didn't you? Because you raped her.
Miss Selby, do you deny Mr. Morris's version of events?
I was just having a laugh. It was a party.
Now, Mr. Morris claims that you were close with him all night, intimate.
It was loud. You had to get close to hear anyone.
But you deny flirting with him.
Yes. I don't know. Maybe.
But you did have a previous relationship with Mr. Morris.
Well, not a relationship. We went for a few drinks.
Do you, send intimate photos of yourself to everyone you drink with? This image from Miss Selby's phone sent to Mr. Morris via Snapchat.
It was a joke.
Okay, was this one a joke too?
It didn't mean anything.
With images like these, is it any wonder Mr. Morris was under the impression that you liked him? Now tell me about the previous relationship with Mr. Morris. Was it physical?
We never slept together. There was some, like, touching, I guess. Kissing. I was never into it. I didn't really fancy him. That's why I finished it.
Tell me about Mr. Morris's friend, Phil. What happened in the bathroom?
We were both pretty drunk.
Did you give him oral sex?
No.
Had the two of you ever had sexual contact prior to that encounter?
week before. Yes.
When he left the party, you must have been very disappointed. You'd been close to him all night, flirted with him, kissed him, expected more.
No, not like that.
Then when he just left, you felt used, angry. It's not nice being humiliated, is it?
What do you mean?
And then when you saw Mr. Morris come out of that kitchen drunk, you spotted your chance
Chance? Chance for what?
to pay Phil back for rejecting you.
No.
You knew Mr. Morris liked you. You'd been flirting with him all night. Then there he was, and all you had to do was smile, carry on flirting. It was the perfect opportunity.
No.
You knew exactly what you were doing. You were very happy when Mr. Morris came out of that kitchen. You were very happy to let him sleep on the sofa with you, and you were very happy to give him oral sex.
He made me.
Then why didn't you put a stop to it? All you needed to say was no. It all would have been very simple.
I just froze.
Maybe the next day you got worried that when it got around college that you'd been intimate with Mr. Morris and his best friend in a single night, you regretted it. And that's when you started to lie.
No, that's not what happened.
Well, then why did it take so long to report the alleged crime? It was almost 2 weeks. Miss Selby, hasn't this gone far enough? You do realise that Mr. Morris could get a custodial sentence for this? Your friend, your former boyfriend. And all over a misunderstanding at a party.